My name is Alex Dinkel. I am originally from Villa Hills, Kentucky. I'm married. I just got married close to a year, coming up on my year anniversary on September 26th. When I was first diagnosed with cancer, I was at the time training very hard for sports, baseball and football, coming up in about March of 2007. During that time I was seeing a chiropractor, and one night I got my neck cracked, and slowly throughout the process of the night I started to feel my face shift. And next morning I woke up and it looked like I'd almost had a stroke. My whole face had shifted. I had a droop. My eye couldn't close. You know, we rushed to the ER in Northern Kentucky. They originally did a CT scan, and they said that they had found a mass in my head. From there, doctors spent about a week or two scheduling everything, getting prepared for brain surgery that they knew would need to be done. There was no clue whether it was benign, whether it was malignant at that time. So when that time came, we had the brain surgery. It was an 18-hour brain surgery. They cut from about here all the way around across to there. You know, I thought that was just going to be the brunt of it. Just, you know, we're going to have a little pain. We're going to be clear. We'll be good. Day I was to be discharged, you know, my mom comes in and, you know, basically says, you know, you have cancer. There was a lot of talk and just a lot of things going on all at once that I just couldn't wrap my head around it. I mean, I'm 16 years old. My mind was on sports. My mind was on school. And it just, that whole world just gets ripped out, and you don't know how to take it in. It seems like a bad nightmare. And that's what it was. It was just a bad nightmare about everything. So. You know, chemo was rough. You know, it is like what everybody describes it as. You're sitting there alone, and it's not like you go into an adult hospital and you get in a chair and you get up and go after your treatment's done. It's 3 to 5 days of you and your family sitting on a floor with numerous other children who are cancer. It's a hard place to walk through. I got an eye-opener on how bad things really were in August. Actually, funny enough, today is the anniversary of the day that I had a cardiac arrest that killed me. From what I can remember, I had arm just go cold, and I just started running as fast as I could to my parents' front door, and I didn't even make it, and I dropped dead in their front yard. We luckily live around a few doctors who were able to resuscitate and help do CPR until ambulances came. I spent several days in a coma after that. Had a pacemaker put in, and come to find out it's from the chemos that I was given. They can just ruin your heart, and that's what happened in my case. Other late effects that I had after chemo and after everything, of course, the face. I had to reteach myself to, after the brain surgery, my eye had literally shot off into another part. I don't produce tears in it anymore. I had to teach myself over a 4-month period how to straighten my eye. You know, other issues, of course, from radiation, of course, to the brain area. I have no adrenal gland. I have hypothyroidism. I have no pituitary gland. So, of course, I'm on testosterone to give me energy. Human growth hormone was the big thing for a long time to just, you know, you're going through college and everything, and you're just dozing off because your body just can't handle all this. So I was put on numerous medications, and you know, it's every day is a constant battle just to try and get everything to just keep going. You know, will I ever maybe produce tears in my eye? Maybe not. You know, I only cry out one side of my face when I cry. That was kind of awkward during chemo when you're going through that and you start crying and you just got one tear going through and people just can't help but just smile and just be like, it's so awkward to see just one tear. It's like, I'm sorry. You know, and I got this crooked grin, but you know, I love it. It's who I am now. When I first heard about the transition clinic going on at KU, I was actually, it wasn't my doctors in Topeka who referenced me. It wasn't doctors back in Cincinnati. It was actually my in-laws who read about it in the KC Star. They had saved it, and they were like, you're moving to Kansas City this year. We really think if you're gonna come to Kansas City and seek medical people, you should go here. For everything that's gone on with you, and I read the article and I was like, man, this is everything that I want. Like, they're measuring how much radiation my body's received, and how much more can we go? And it's, aligning you with every doctor that you need for every thing in your life. They're preparing me for the future. Everything is, if something ever bad happens, they're going to be there to help me, to help catch me if I fall. It's not this whole deal of, you're going to use them 24/7 every day, every night. No, it's there if you need them. And that's the best part about the transition clinic. When you're a young adult and you're going through everything, you're so focused on, your job, your family, your bills, how everything else is going, where you want your career to go. You don't have time to sit there and just focus on every single thing about your whole medical world. And the great thing about it is, if I need them, they're always going to be there, and they'll help me in whatever way they can. And that's the best part about the transition clinic, is that I can live my life as I see fit. And when that time comes, when I slip and I stumble and something bad happens, they're there to catch me, and that's the best part.